Football Superstar is an Australian reality television series that aired on FOX8. It was hosted by Lee Furlong and Brian McFadden, with Kris Smith replacing McFadden in the third season. The show aimed to find a new football, soccer, star from male contestants aged 16 to 21. In its 3 seasons, the winners were Adam Hett, Luke Pilkington and Liam McCormick. Season 1, 2008. The first series aired between the 19th of June 2008 and the 7th of August 2008, and had an initial first-season run of 8 episodes. The series was hosted by Brian McFadden with former Australian women's player Amy Taylor co-hosting. The winner was Adam Hett from Perth, who beat out Evan Christodoulou in the final. Hett scored a contract under Australian Association Football Club, Sydney FC. He started playing immediately for Sydney FC in the 2008-2009 season of the new 8-team A-League, National Youth League. The team was coached by Steve O'Connor. Hett also won a one-year sports scholarship with Macquarie University. The series was co-funded by Kellogg's, Nutri-Grain and Foxtel at the instigation of Mindshare Australia's Adam Ross. Contestants. Ages stated are at commencement of airing. Eliminated equals. Alexander Milisavljevic, 17, Sydney, New South Wales. Oscar Sanchez, 17, Adelaide, South Australia. Christopher Ralston, 17, Brisbane, Queensland. Reece Giovinali, 17, Sydney, New South Wales. Tom Cullen, 17, Perth, Western Australia. Carlo Coelho, 17, Perth, Western Australia. William Dixon, 18, Melbourne, Victoria. Alexander Sopina, 18, Sydney, New South Wales. Callum O'Connell, 19, Perth, Western Australia. Zachary Tung, 19, Brisbane, Queensland. David Price, 19, Perth, Western Australia. Corey Slevin, 19, Brisbane, Queensland. Finalists equals. Reno Damiano, 19, Melbourne, Victoria. Evan Christodoulou, 17, Melbourne, Victoria. Winner equals. Adam Hett, 17, Sydney, NSW. Season 2, 2009. In March 2009, a second series was announced. The winner of the contract to Melbourne Victory was Luke Pilkington. The producers were offering, as a major prize open to any permanent resident of Australia aged between 16 and 20 years of age, a contract with the Melbourne Victory organisation for Season 5 of the A-League. Lee Furlong co-hosted with Brian McFadden. Trial days were held in all mainland state capitals beginning on the 22nd of March in Perth and ending in Melbourne on the 19th of April. Intending trialists had to submit an audition form and a short video before being invited to attend the one-day trials. 10 players were selected on merit from each of the trials and invited to attend an intensive training camp in Melbourne over a weekend in late April. 15 players from the weekend camp were then selected for an all-expenses-paid month-long training camp under the supervision of Melbourne Victory staff, as well as play competitive matches against local teams whilst living as a group in a house in Melbourne. As with the 2008 series, the hopeful participants were culled from the groups at each level using both objective and subjective criteria. Contestants. Ages stated are at commencement of airing. Eliminated equals. Kinnan Melling, 18, Perth, Western Australia. Michael Marchie, 20, Adelaide, South Australia. Thomas Renzi, 19, Mount Gambier, South Australia. Daniel Mitchwali, 17, Sydney, New South Wales. John Lazaridis, 20, Melbourne, Victoria. Aaron Daly, 16, Sydney, New South Wales. Trent Wood, 19. Perth, Western Australia, Matthew Heath. 19. Brisbane, Queensland, Gilly Buckley. 20. Sydney, New South Wales, Sebastian Petrolito. 20. Brisbane, Queensland, Stephen Topelovich. 18. Melbourne, Victoria, David McMurray. 19. Sydney, New South Wales, finalists equals, Chris Kozonias. 20. Brisbane, Queensland, Jack Petrie. 20. Brisbane, Queensland, winner equals, Luke Pilkington. 19. Canberra, Act. Season 3, 2010. Foxtel confirmed a third season of the show during the Melbourne Victory vs Sydney FC game on 7 March 2010. The major prize was a contract with Brisbane Roar. Auditions started in late March. The show returned in June with Furlong co-hosting with Kris Smith, a former rugby player, model and partner of Danny Minogue. Roar manager Ange Postecoglou was head coach. The winner of the Brisbane Roar contract was Liam McCormick. Eliminated. Ages stated are at commencement of airing. Jeremy Walker, 16. Taroona, Tasmania. Episode 3. Nicholas Cruiseratius, 16. Templestowe, Victoria. Episode 3. Philippe Bernardo, Madrid. 18. Mawson, Australian Capital Territory. Episode 4. Jesse Fuller. 19. Bunbury, Western Australia. Episode 4. Ahmed Yaqub. 19. Modbury, South Australia. Episode 4. Alessandro Stasio. 18. Sandringham, Victoria. Episode 5. Jesse McDonnell. 17. Lennox Head, New South Wales. Episode 5. Jared Austin. 19. Albany Creek, Queensland. Episode 6. Ian Kamaru. 18. McGill, South Australia. Episode 6. Elias Sinces. 19. Northcote, Victoria. Episode 6. Julian Zolo. 19. West End, Queensland. Episode 7. Troy Riven. 19. Menai, New South Wales. Episode 7. Finalists. Devon Gibson. 18. Casuarina, Western Australia. Aaron Turner. 18. Elizabeth Grove, South Australia. Winner. Liam McCormick. 17. Labrador, Queensland. See also. Official website. Football Superstar at the Internet Movie Database. Football Superstar at TV.com.